Alright, so welcome back. So let's proceed. Okay, so now that you're here, you can just I don't know, this thing is hanging. Does it mean that there is a alright, so let's see if we can proceed with it. Oh my god, it's hanging. Okay, so anyway, it's working now. So let's see. Can create the content. And well, what I'm just I wanted to focus. I wanted us to focus on the, you understand, the two side, as in using two this thing to work, right? Let me try this one. Let me try to see if it works here. So like you see, this one says what to say to yourself. All right, so the one where the first hook is what to say to your partner, then the second one is what to say to yourself. All right, so let me try to see if I can get the previous content. All right, so guys, if you are gaining something from this, I think I want you to just keep sharing this so that it get to so that you won't just be the only one that's viewed, because I wanted other students to see it. Okay, this one is opening up, is opening fast. Let's see when we can walk through this with this. All right, okay, where this one is still going, let me shift this, minimize this, let me minimize this. Okay, it seems like to minimize it, it is important to be able to communicate effectively with your brain in order to maintain a alright, so let me okay, I think this is what I understand. I think there's no need minimizing it. Alright, there are a few things that okay, so let's keep writing. So this is another topic. Now I'm sure you are getting value from this. I'm sure you are getting value from this. I'm very sure you are getting from this. Now you can make this thing to be rich. You can make it to be, can fill it with very rich content, so that you wouldn't need to struggle with it at all. Okay, so Then the other one is what said. I refuse to feel it. Oh my god, this thing. Anyway, just keep that one open. Let's try this one. Here you can just come here. You create that. You can name it here. What to see. What to see about yourself. Alright. So you keep this one. Heading, headline. So like you copy all like this. Then put it as the title. Then put it here too. Then also keyword. Alright, so here you're building. So you can say write 20 outlines for the topic at all. For the topic above. Alright. So you are just, what you're doing here is you want to just so what you're doing here is we want to bring the same thing here. Alright, so let me see if I can bring this one in here. Let me see if I can bring this one here so that we can have two here. Alright, okay, so I just wanted both of them to work. The content you can still reproduce it to. I'm just showing you can still reproduce it. So it has two parts here. The one you can the one you can like do, and the one you may not be able to do. So the one you do, you can the one you can do, you outsource it. There are many people who are ready to to take up those things. So you don't say that you do everything. You don't need to do everything. The ones you can outsource, fine. The ones you cannot outsource, you do it yourself. So let's see if we can still generate more. Alright. So it's still alright. So now that you have those things now, the topics now, what I just wanted to do here is to bring everything together. Do you understand? To bring everything together like this one now. I'm just showing you how you can do it here. So you can bring everything together. Then alright. And then let's now here I can open these two. Just go here, it's coming up, so just wait for it. Alright, so go here, then maybe you can open another one again. This one, if you finish, you can just send it to yourself so that you just see what you did now. Then just send it to yourself and check what you did. If you like it, fine. If you don't like it, you can delete it. So deleting it is very good, so that you won't but if you like it, I think, or maybe you can give I think maybe you can share it and someone will advise you better. You understand? Because sometimes something you may like may not be something someone else will like. So you need to get the the really fact. Yeah, I'm just showing you what to do and how to do what to do. Do you understand? So that you won't make mistake. Alright. But doing it is you you are you have to do it yourself. Alright? Say if you are alright, so I'm just reading from a particular if you are like most people, you talk to yourself. In fact, some studies suggest that we say up to 60 words to ourselves every day. Alright. So here also, let me close this. I'm also trying to put all those things in place. And they also let me see what I can. Let me see. I know you are getting value from this, but just be watching and be listening what I'm saying. Alright, so let me check. I wanted to open one. Thank you. Yes, this is what I wanted to open. Like I said, you can do these things yourself. You don't need to. You don't even need to outsource it. But outsourcing it will cost you money. Unless you have so much money. But you can, if you are not busy, you can do it yourself. If you are busy, you can outsource. So you know your pocket, so you can outsource it. People will charge you for it because they will devote their time to do the work for you now. So something you cannot do, someone will do it, and they won't do it for you for free now. You know that. Where this is not a. This is a. Well, you know what I want to say, but just that you have to outsource it when there is a need for you to do that. Someone say everything is not by doing yourself. Ah, if you can't afford it, you have to do it yourself now. Mike, he said everything is not about doing yourself. If you can't afford it, you can do it yourself. Because you save yourself the cost now and do it yourself. But just be aware that if you're doing it yourself, you have to do what you have to be. You have to know what you're doing, or not just you're doing yourself and you're doing nonsense. So if you can't, you can do it yourself. Why not? Why not? Is very possible. Just that when you're doing yourself, be watch what you're doing so that you will not do mistake. So when you're doing yourself, watch what you're doing and make sure you're good. Even when, let me even tell you this, even when you're outsourcing, then make sure that even outsource, you need to learn it now. So you can't give somebody work and at the end of the time he do nonsense. But if you don't know it, he will do anything he want to do. At the end of the time, you will not do what? You will not know what went wrong. But if you know these things, then nobody can mess up your work. Do you understand? Nobody can mess it up. If anybody mess it up, you will not take it. Do you understand? So, but first, you yourself have to know what's up. You have to know much better. You have to know what you're doing much more than any other person out there. It's like you give somebody something and you don't know what you want the person. It's like you tell somebody, do something for me, and I ask you, what do you want to do? Say, I don't know, just do anything you want. So you see, the person can go ahead and do anything he wants to do now. And you cannot blame him or her. You cannot do it. Because if you ask, if you say I should do anything I want to do. So I've done it now. But when you give the person direction, okay, let me read this. If you're feeling that it is important to reach out to your friends and family, sometimes simple talking about how you feel can be incredibly helpful. Or other times you may need to take some time for yourself to relax and recharge. However, you can cope with your emotion and know that you are not alone and there are people who cares for you. Alright, so this one now just add it to the blueprint. Alright, so to the blueprint. Okay, so that makes this now. See, this I don't want you to browse through these topics one by one. Browse through it. You see that there are some things that you have to start implementing yourself. I don't know if you are getting what I'm trying to say or what I'm saying here. I don't want to like bore you with kind of some technical issues, because most of you are not technically sound in terms of all these things. So, but what I'm trying to get, the point I'm trying to make here is you can do it yourself if you choose to do it yourself. There's no law against you deciding to do something for yourself. There's no law against it. The only way you can is when you messed up your work yourself. You use your hand to spoil your stuff. Then that is bad. If Calabar would say that is battle, right? So that is battle. So guys, find a way to do these things yourself. I would suggest the more you pay somebody, why don't you keep it yourself, use it to do something else for yourself now. Find a way, learn, kind of what these are the things that I've been talking about. Now you need to learn on these things now. Find a way to do it yourself. You are nobody, because sometimes you say I want to outsource. Sometimes the person you want to outsource to may be busy. You see? Or do you understand? He may not be available, and and maybe at the end of the time he takes the he takes the work for granted. I and you can't do, you won't do anything. You won't do anything. He takes the work for granted. You will not do anything. There is nothing you can do. All you need to do is to just be looking. Or maybe you may complain, say, why this, that and this. At the end of the time, you complain, you quarrel, you do everything. He tell you, I don't have chance. And that is simple. You know, but when you know what to do, someone cannot make, and let's assume that is your business and somebody is using it to play. Amen. You don't take that now. So, but when you know what to do, even when the person is not available, just you can be practicing some things yourself. Let's say if the work is 100%, let's say out of 100 you can like decide to like do like 30 or 20. You understand? 30 or 20 you can decide, okay, since you're not available, let me be doing it myself. Alright? So let me be doing it myself. So let's say the person, sometimes in these guys that, let's for example, those developers, the programmers, they can mess up things for you. If you are not and if they find out that you don't know this thing, so when you're communicating with them, don't mention that I'm just starting. Don't mention I'm just starting, or this is my first project. Don't ever mention it, because if they know you are JJC, they will use you and play. Especially you are paying for it too, but they will collect your money and still use you and play. There is nothing you can do. So guys, are you getting value from this? Please let me know. And if I'm talking nonsense, please let me know too, so that I won't just be talking to myself. If you are not getting value, let me know. If I'm talking nonsense, let me know. If what I'm saying is a lie, please feel free, let me know, so that I can look up and find a way to correct myself. Okay, so if you're having trouble finding and encouraging, there are a few resources that can help. First, try talk to your friend or family member who you trust. If you are not feeling comfortable talking to someone close to you, there are professional counselor and therapist who can offer support. Okay. You can offer support. Alright. So our target here is to just like gain like few words. Okay, this one is completed, so you can just check it. Just browse through the content, just check here and there and see and make sure that they are all correct. Then you can then upload. So it's not too difficult, it's not too hard. I know it requires time, it requires effort, but it's not hard. It's not hard. And there is nothing that will not require such effort, because you can. Okay, let's assume that what you want to outsource now is, let's say the work is let's say the work costs like 10,000 now. Okay, let's say the work is 10K now, for example. So you may say, 10K. Now, honestly, if you don't know it now, if you don't really, if you don't know, if you don't know it, if you don't know it, listen, if you don't know it, you don't know it. There is no two way about it. You have to pay. You have to give it to somebody that knows. So if you don't know it, you don't know it too. That is a fact. There is no two ways about it. Mhm. There is no two ways about it. But sometimes you may not. You may say, okay, I don't know it. How can I learn it? So that is where those resources comes up. So you can, okay, proceed and learn. Or if you say you don't know it and you don't want to learn, uh, I don't want to pay someone to do it for you. Then, Hapa, what happened now? So that is not the way. But sometimes you may not know it, and okay, there's a way. Let's assume you don't know it and you don't want to pay for it. Then there's a way you can. That what we call partnership. There's a way you can go into partnership with the person that knows it. It's okay. This is the idea. I want you to develop the idea and let's see what we can make out of it. But this one is costly. It's very costly because the person may lambano your idea. You know what is lambano? Lambano means grab. It means to take hold. It means to seize. Alright? So, or let me use the general word. They may steal your idea. Simple. They may steal it. And if you didn't protect it, there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. There's nothing you can do about it. So the first thing you have to do is to, if you know, and even there are some of, sometimes people, when you don't know some things, you make mistakes. Sometimes you may know something, but you don't know how to go about it. You still make mistakes. So, to know is not enough. You still need to know how to go about it. And see, I don't know is also not an excuse. You understand? I don't know is not an excuse too. So you say I don't know, it's not an excuse. It's not because the law say you have to know it. So why wouldn't you know it? So I don't know. Why wouldn't you know? So what have you been knowing? That's what they will ask you. What have you been knowing? So it's, and they will likely say, okay, that means you don't want to show you are not interested in our in the way we do things here. That is when you start hearing different allegations. Different people coming up with different things. Alright, so what to say in the morning? Assuming you would like tips on what, start with the company. Alright, so I'm just giving you some tips. Alright, so I'm just talking about regarding this there you have like from 1 to, the list is much, it's up to 20. So we may not finish it today. Alright, so I'll just talk the one I can talk then we can leave the remaining one till some other time. Are you getting value? We will leave the remaining one till next time. But we'll try to cover up some things, to cover at least to make sure that we cover up, if not 100%, but at least let's say 80%. Hmm? At least 80%. With that, I'm so glad you have. All right, so all right, so I hope this thing is making sense to you. If it's not making sense, please let me know. I'll try my best to all right, so more other tips on what saying. All right, so hopefully these tips will make what. Don't be shy to ask for these things, right? The pages, listen, the pages is not an issue here. Many pages is not even an issue here. Can be, but at least you won't want it to be one page now. Huh? You want it to be like one page or two page or four page or five page. But pages is not an issue, because someone may have like 100 pages, and that 100 pages, the only thing the only useful thing there may be like five pages. Maybe only useful thing out of 100 pages. Then it's useless now. Hmm? Another person may have like 20 page, and the content on that 20 page, oh my god, you may not finish it that day. You'll be like, wow, this is so. To me, it's not about the pages, the volume of the page. Like I said, it don't have to be less than 5 page. So don't feel like, okay, because I said it doesn't matter. You now go to do a project of 5 pages. They will approve it. Well, I know most of those supervisors, I know them. They will approve. They will even look at you. They will not reply you. they will not, because they don't have anything to talk with you now. So how will you write for maybe 2 page? Two is an insult now. 2 page. You want, what do you want the person to tell you? 2 page is an insult now. They call it. There's a word they use, one grammatic word they use in academical assault, I mean, whatever. I don't know how they use it. So here is my recommendation: 10 page, 12 page, 13 page to like 30 page is enough now, or highest 40 page. 50 page is too much. $60 is too much. 90 page, all this 40 page above is too is in fact from 40 is too much, because these guys, they don't have time. You don't have time to be browsing through. I mean, you know how many hours it takes somebody to read 40 pages? Uh, you can't just 40 pages too much, honestly. Now I saw one guy the other time he submitted. I was there. So the spa just open the thing. I say, come and see what this your people are doing. So I went and I was like, Spa, what happened? He said, you see this page, how many pages are here? I'm seeing 75 to 78 pages. I said, in my mind, I didn't say anything, but in my mind I was like, oh my god, what? Who is this? So you see that it's important you follow instruction. You know, instruction is our life. If you don't follow instruction, you make mistake. My brother, you make a lot of mistake. You know, some of us, like to do things ourselves. And now you are added now to be part of the chat and everything. You know, most people don't say. They don't even say a word. It's not, to them, it's none of their business now. Like who was even talking yesterday? Day before yesterday. Like Alaji. So Alaji was like, so you will not say anything now. So after now you come disturb, you start sending DMs. He said he received several DMs. What to say when you're struggling with a decision? So he said, people receive several DMs. He said he himself received. There are so many DMs he ignores, because one is, how can you send DM? You never talked with him before. It's like, these are the code DMs now, kind of total stranger. Why? From where? Just send them. No, now have to there have to be like a rapport between you now, between both of you now. There have to be some kind of communication. And most times, some of these guys, they do it out of, I don't know, maybe they don't care. And it's not everybody that can take it now. You see, that is the challenge. And they said, I don't mind, but sometimes someone else will mind you. So Guys, are you getting value from this? All right, so let's not run out of the topic. Let's not. Please, let's not run out of this topic, or let us not. Okay, there is no easy way when it comes to what to say when you're struggling. Sometimes the best thing to do is to talk to someone else. Okay, on what to say or this or advice. And sometimes the most important thing is to give yourself time to think things through. Alright, so I feel like this is. Here's some things you can say to start conversation. Okay, this one you can just add this one at the last part of it, because see, there is a difference between making, you know, maybe having things and making the whole thing complicated, because sometimes you can complicate things. So you think you are arranging it, but at the end of the time you're complicating it. And there is nobody to blame, or is yourself. Because when you start blaming someone else, that's when you start having the you start having unending challenge, because you keep blaming. But when you say no, I take it up myself, and most especially when it is something the challenge you, let's say you messed up yourself. So you messed up yourself and you want to put it on someone else. I have a think now. So guys, are you getting value from this? Let me know. We'll round up any moment now. Let's see about. Alright, so we plan rounding up soon. So if you have any question, this is the time. Guys, do you have question? If you have question, this is the time. Okay, so this is the time. So out of all the listed stuff here, what question do you have? What question do you have? Ask your question. This is an interactive stuff. So don't. So ask your question. Now, if the question is not and just use the comment box. Just ask it. I believe every question has an answer. Even if there is no answer, maybe we will do what we suspend the question, and then the answer we suspend the answer, then we can go back and do some research about it. So don't feel your question is too complicated. Don't feel like your question is too complicated that you don't have an answer to it, or there is no need for an answer. There is need though, because when you ask something, you want someone to answer you now. You don't ask question for fun. You ask question because you need an answer. So go on, use the comment box, use the don't rush yourself. Just take things gradually. Okay, so before we finalize with the question and answer session, can we recap so far on what we have said? So before we do the recapping, there's something I wanted us to do. There is something I wanted us to do. Alright, so sometimes whenever that you react, you have just as of taking care of yourself as you are taking care of others. Don't feel guilty about putting your need first for once. Okay, so you can see that this thing is the way this thing is going, the way the thing is generating. I feel like, wow, this is nice, and that is the truth, nothing but the truth. Okay. Okay. So who else is getting the value from this? Who else is getting value from this? Let me know. Don't be receiving and you're not appreciating. Let me know your thoughts. Alright, so when you receive value, please share. Let's know so that we know that what we are giving is being appreciated, because most times all these guys you see on the influencers, on all these guys, they don't give out shit, they don't give out anything. They want you to buy everything. You can just package some stuff, just tell this is, and you see that most times you're just buying the package. So at the end of the time, the content will be zero. But here we are trying to give you something that will be something you can use to whole body. Something that you can use to whole body, and it's free. what to say. And it's free, absolutely free. You are not paying a dime. Nobody is asking you to pay a dime. Sometimes you see these people, they do one thing and the other, and they expect you, and they use style to try to sell you something. It's good though. It's good. See, I'm not. Listen to me. I'm not against it. Because sometimes where sometimes maybe that may be their passion or their what they want to do. Although sometimes that kind of thing you get as the way it is. The way it is not the way it should be. But let me not say it's good or it's bad. I won't give you the direct answer. Alright? But well, I'm just talking for my own self. This one now you're getting, you're not paying. Unless you said, alright, once you said, okay, so I feel like you're giving out too much. Oh yeah, let me pay. I'm not asking you to, it's not compulsory, but if you feel like, anyway, it's not compulsory. It's not even, it's not even an issue to me. So just, it's, it's, in our country, Nigeria, you see some people, they are doing their work and they expect you to also pay them for doing their work. Do you understand? This is your work. This is what you are being paid for, maybe by the government or by whoever. Now you still expect the client or the customer to also to also do what? To also pay you. Is that done? Does it make sense? See, he said, you see the strength I went through to do this thing. I said, what do you expect for? Is that not why they signed you here? Is it my fault you are doing your work? See, but most times all these things we have now, we just accept them. It becomes a norm, and most especially in here in Africa, becomes a norm. As someone who is doing his job will still be asking you to pay him. Why? So does it mean that, okay, you came for a project and you paid the total cost of the project, you officially paid, all right? So they hand over the project to maybe one of the staff to do, and this staff now is trying to task you again, like it's trying to manipulate your mind so that he can tax you. Feel like you start there, okay, it's just because of you I'm doing this stress, or if not this and that and that. I'll be like, are you kidding me? Don't tell me that. Go and tell your boss that is because of him you are doing the whole stress, not me. Because without you, there will always be somebody here. I will do the work. So you being here means you signed to be here. Is a contract between you and your boss, not between you and the customer. No, it is between you and your boss. All right, so all right, so I'm just trying to go through this thing. All right, so it's the value you are receiving is more. Don't just feel. All right, so don't just feel like you cannot do this. You can do it yourself. You can do it. So don't don't feel. So don't feel. Don't feel like you cannot. You can do it yourself. There's nothing there. All right. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Do it yourself. Go through it. Can read. You can read about it. You can read about it. Could I have you contacted? Okay. It said either he help us to write all the courses we need to do, or we compare it ourselves. Okay. Analysis. The courses we need to do, the courses we need now. See, I'm just trying to get something. these are, I think, with list of the courses, with a list of the courses we need to do, and the comparison, so I'm with you here. I'm just trying to, and the comparison. So I just paused to give you time to go through those the five. Please go through this write up on the screen and write them down one after the other. Saving you and I extra you. Okay. Oh, I think reach out to like. So guys, are you getting value from this? Are you getting value? You are getting value. All right. So we are in the rounding up session now. We are rounding up session. So are you with me? Okay. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? So okay. So now taking it by yourself. So okay, you may not be what to say about taking time. Okay. Now you may not write everything. Just write the ones you can do. Then then we can proceed with the other ones because you the other ones may not take that much time. You understand? Just write the one you can do, then you can now proceed with some other ones. Do you understand? The other ones you may cannot do it yourself. Then um I won't promise I'll do it for anybody because I don't have that time. But if you are stuck, you can let someone else know. There are many people here, so they can help you. You understand? The others here, they can help you. Don't just stay there and be thinking, I'm all on this world alone. Because most times the challenge, see the challenge, you may be, you may be, you may think you're a person. Someone else has faced it and overcome it. So there's, so what are you talking about? So I won't say I'm the only one that is here. So someone else is here that can help you to do all those things. So don't feel lonely. That's what I'm just talking about here. Don't feel like, well, I'm alone. I'm this thing. How can I finish it? How can I stop that? See, most times in all these things, you may find out that you have not put your mind on it. But if you put your mind on it, then okay. So So how do we proceed? So how do we proceed? Proceeding is very simple now. You don't because now there are some times when you suggest something, you just relax, let somebody else, because people are you. Sometimes you think that you know it all, but when you see that there are people that are ready to educate you, people who know more than you. Do you understand? They are, and they are ready to help you. But sometimes you see, we don't. We feel like I beg. I know one. I mean, no one pass. You don't feel you know it fast, and you won't want somebody just to you won't want somebody else to teach you. Okay, let me give you an example. There's this man. I think we met once at a time ago. It's been long, so long. So I was doing not I we were doing some research during that time, kind of like 2 years back. So on the process, we met this we met this man. Very not an elderly man. He'll be in his like 50s or 60s. Not that old, like 50s. So what happened here is this: this guy is somebody who I always want to learn. I mean, if you see him, you would think, what can you learn from this person? Looks unkept, not really unkept like that, but at least you know, you feel like, I beg, let's pass this man. But you know what he did? He stopped. He stopped us. He stopped. The man stopped us. I was asking, what are you guys doing? Now, for you, you may just say, hey, let's pass, Joe. You know what we did? Because we are we are on the research process, and every information counts. You know, when you're on that. I mean, when you're on that journey, every information counts. Any information that comes from anywhere counts. Even if goat talk, write it down. If cat talk, write it down. That is the instruction. Oh. Even if you're in the bush, if cat talk, if fowl talk, write it down, write it there. That at the process there was a noise. There you had a strange noise, and at the end you discover that it was rat. So see, these are the part of the content. So you don't push away anything. Now the man stopped us, and we stopped. So he was asking, where are you guys coming from, or where are you guys going to? So we explained to him that we are okay. We showed him an ID. I said, okay, we have this and that and that and that and that. He said, okay. That he asked a simple question. He asked, what have you gotten so far? Ah, everybody was shocked. As in, we are shocked. We are like, see this old man. Oh, what do you want to do if we didn't get anything? The man is very intelligent guy. So just follow me with this story. Now, what we did was we just spoke to ourselves. We say, okay, let's give this man attention, full attention. So we stop. We say, okay, Baba, please come and relax. Let's talk. He said, no, we should answer him first. I'm still remembering that event. Very old man, but smart and intelligent. But men looking at him, you think that I bet this man, this kind person is very daddy. Make you go stay one place. So we stopped and we asked and we replied him. We replied. We said, okay, sir, we are just looking for we are here for a research. We are here in the community for a research, and we are not done yet. But so far, this is what we have gotten. Even though it's not enough, but due to here nobody speaks English, and I mean many people here don't speak English, so we find it difficult. This man again, we find it difficult. Hello, sir. Okay. All right. It's fine. All right, guys. So do you understand what I'm trying to put here? So it's not an issue. So it's okay. Okay, sir. Uh, do you want us? Do you want to say something, or do you have something to tell us? He said something striking. He said, for what you want, what you have gotten so far is not useful. Is not kind of useful. But he will help us. We are like, you will help us. How? Okay, on the process, we just there is there was somewhere they relaxed to chill. I said, okay, Baba, what do you drink? What do you take? He said it can only take malt. Okay, it doesn't take alcohol. It's okay. There's no problem. It's okay. So, but there is something I discovered. Discovered that the man is intelligent. Number one. The number two is he don't speak too much. He's a man of few words. Do you get what I just said? The man of few words. But with one, when he said something, you can, if you interpret it, you get a lot of content from it. So we all sat there and we are listening to him. So he said there are some things we did which he said he didn't like. So he was just busy correcting us. He was just busy correcting us. They're like, wow, which kind this thing be this? So, and among all the whole things, these are like even myself, for first time I'm seeing that kind of thing. I say, but in our mind, we'll be like, okay, we'll see the end of this thing today. So we all sat there. Nobody talks. He was the one. Just keep hammering, keep talking, keep talking, keep talking, and keep talking. By the end of the time, so after he concluded, he said, okay, do you have any question? All of us raised hand. Because first we didn't want to interrupt him so that he wouldn't be offended. Then number two is we didn't want to get angry with him, but that would spoil everything. So we just wanted to know what he has. We don't want it to. All we want at that moment is to. All we want at that point is to do what? To get the information we need, nothing else. So we asked him. So we started asking him question one by one. And those questions, each of those questions is content. I mean, each of the answer this man dropped was content. So that is how we gather a lot of content from the man. I can say that 60% of the content we gather from him. I mean, 60% of our project was the content we gathered from this man. And being that place is a very this thing, how will I put it? We went back that same day because we are all satisfied with that information. So we went back, then we now went back again to like kind of completion, to conclude what we have started. So out of those 2 days, what we got from the man was like 60% of what we used for that project. So what I'm saying here is sometimes you don't neglect people. You don't feel like this person is not. What can come out of Nazareth? That's what they asked Jesus. They said, Jesus, the son of carpenter, what can come out of Nazareth? Nazareth, because Nazareth is like a small town, a very little town, like like undeveloped place. For example, years back we know that Ayobo is undeveloped in Lagos for several of you that are in Lagos. So many years back, but it's very developed now. Because I heard that that area now is a very preserved place now, very expensive too. But I remember years back, those places, you hear your boy, you'll be running, so like, I better go. That bush, people are afraid to go there. So I use the Ayobo here. For those of you who don't understand, it's a small town in Lagos, So what I'm just saying is that don't neglect things or people or places. All right. So because sometimes you may not know how useful these things can be for you. So keep on doing what? Keep on believing in things, and keep on um, what am I even saying? What I'm saying is just make sure that you are you have the right mindset, positive mindset, because positive mindset helps you to it helps you to know what to do. So don't feel reluctant. Mhm. Don't feel reluctant. Right? Now listen, just because alright, so don't just feel like uh you someone opinion doesn't count, all those things, or you neglect to take advice from others. No, no, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that. You know why? Because when you do that, you're setting yourself up. That is a very dangerous thing a man can do, to set himself up. But when you set yourself up, nobody will set you in, or nobody will set you down, because you are more in charge of yourself than any other person. This is what we learn. So make sure that. All right. So in conclusion, don't let this thing look. Now I know we have really spent time on this, but I don't want it to look like, oh my god, this thing is hard, this thing is this. How can I cope? Don't worry yourself. Just start from where you are. Just start from where you are. Because where you are is enough to get you started. Alright? So now to finish up what we are talking now, how many of you have finished writing those things? Like, can you screenshot it? Let me see. So because you really need to screenshot this thing. You really need to screenshot it, because screenshotting it will help us to see what. Don't say that. You need to screenshot it. We need to see it. We need to see it so that we know what you're doing. You can't just be out there and doing what you like and think or doing what is not in the book and you think we will accept it. to save you that and to save you all those stress. That's why I'm asking for it now. If not, you're on your own. Oh. Right? Okay. I want to. I want to also. All right. So it's very important we do this. All right. I am. So how many of you are seeing this screenshot now? I'm just using for now, just like a case study. Somebody just sent this one now. Now see, you can. Uh, Let me not say I don't really like it. Let me not say I like it, and let me not say I don't like it. I will not say I like it or I don't like it, but because there are some things you will need to correct here. Hmm? There are some things I'm seeing here which needed to be corrected. So I'm not going to use this as a case study. Using this as a case study will mean that, okay, this is how we support it. This is how we want it to be. No, this is not how we want it to be. Although, we just remove the name of the person. You understand? So, although the person tried, they tried, but your trying is not enough. Do you like the truth? Do you like to hear the truth? You try, but the try no is not enough. You need to try more. The background of these things now. The background has to be plain. Here there is so much noise. You have, you have included a lot of things here. See, this thing I'm even revealing to you guys now. Other guys will charge you for this thing. They charge you. I know a lot of them. They will sometimes I work with them now. In some things that I don't even. They will say, "I beg you, if you don't want to do that, let us do our work." I say, really? This small thing? That is it, because they feel that, like, okay, this is our knowledge now. This is because so many of them they don't even sleep. They spend most of the night doing some research. So after they finish all those things, you come, you that is snoring, you can't wake up and tell them to come and do it for you for free. For what? Mr. Mike will say, for what? As what? So you feel like after with all my research, you want me to do it for you for free? For what? Says who? So, or see. All right. So now you can use the technology has made it very simple for you to do what, to help yourself. What did I say? Technology has made life much easier now. To help yourself now, technology has made it much easy, because with your phone now in your hand, you can just browse through, Google some things and get the answer. Not like years back when if you need any, you have to call your. Okay, back then they said there was no phone, so you have to. I don't know how. I couldn't even remember how we used to cope that time. You know. So well, we do cope, but you know, life is simple now. So with phone in your hand now, you can stay at your comfort and make your own research. Nobody will do what? Will say one thing and the other for you. So don't feel neglected. That is one of the challenges, because see, I'm trying to stop, but it seems like you guys you want to just put word in my mouth. See, this is exactly what I'm saying. Look, this is exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly what I am saying. You just help me to amplify this thing now, Mike. Yeah, you just help me to amplify it, and I'm grateful. Thank you. I wish others will follow up. We will follow suit. There's no need, because see, at the end of the time, all man is on his own. Because during that time, nobody will come. No, they won't even allow anybody. You say that no, they won't allow you. They will not allow you. That is the truth. They will not allow you. You don't understand what I mean by they will not allow you. How else do you want me to say it? They will not allow you. You don't understand it. How else do you want to put it? Do you want me to put it? I said they will not allow you. You are still arguing. Okay, you know what? The best way to learn is to learn from your own experience. So I want you to make the mistake yourself. Do it. Let's see whether they will allow you or not. Do it with your own information. Or don't just hide under the sheet and think uh, nobody will know. Come up with your own full details and do it. Use your full details and do it. Let's know whether what I'm saying now is true or not. Because I don't want to. I don't want to be repeating myself. I told you they will not allow you. You are still asking me. You are still arguing. Have you done it before? No. Have you used your details to do it? No. Why are you arguing with me? So, full details. Okay. Alright. Honestly, they won't. They won't. I know. I even have a lot of. Let me not say that. Let me not go direct because there's no need. So if you want, believe. If you don't want, don't believe. That is, it's none of my business. The only thing I owe you is to tell you the truth. So if you feel like, okay, what I'm saying is wrong, this and that and that and that, then good luck. Good luck with your decision. So guys, this is where we'll round up this today's events. We're going to round it up today. We're rounding it up now. Alright? Rounding it up now. Are you with me? That is what Mr. Chukwuzo always said. If you just talk, you tell you, say, are you with me? Just to make sure that you are all together. So guys, are you with me? Oh my God. So if you are with me, I want you to go ahead and browse through. Okay. Okay, so okay. So guys, this is where we draw the curtain today. I know you have learned one or two things. Okay, so that is good. Okay. Someone is asking what shall he do to. Is this question for us here, or you just want to? Are you asking this for yourself or for someone else? Please, we want to attend to only people who are here. You don't ask question on behalf of someone. No. You don't ask question on behalf of someone. We have not finished with ourselves here. You are asking for someone else on behalf of someone else. Let that person join next time so that he will ask for himself. Then, if we didn't finish, because I see that some other questions are pumping up, and some other people are still want to still ask. Please, we may not finish the thing today. We may not finish it. Exactly, we may not finish it. So anywhere we stop, we'll stop. You understand? So where we stop today is where we were going to stop. Oh, there's nothing we can do about it. Because if see we can't continue. In fact, we are stopping. We are stopping now. We are stopping now. If you have any other thing to say, please write it down. Then let's talk about it next time. Write it down so that you won't forget. Okay, write it down so that you won't forget. Write it down so that you won't forget. Just write it somewhere. Maybe at beside your diary or somewhere you so that when we will come again next time, you can just go through it and ask. Alright. Okie dokie. So guys, okay, so far now we have answered both the ones I've been saying with the ones I'm not saying. We have answered both the oral answer with the non-verbal answer. We have okay, so I think this is where we'll end this thing today. So guys, we have answered the whole thing. I've answered the whole thing. I've tried now, so you can now work the other ones yourself. Work the other one yourself. Yes, you can do that one yourself, because there is no need of us wasting time. So there is no need for us to waste time or work till the remaining ones yourself. But I know you can you will use the details now. The details we have provided already. So those details can give you some insight on what to do. And if you need further help, use your contacts. If you need further help, use your contacts. His contact details are that at the bottom of those the handout. There are contact details at the bottom. So use it. Do you understand? Use it. It will be very. You won't need to. Although I know that it's not everything those contacts will do for you. They will not answer your question. They will just give you a listening ears to listen to your to your matter. They will not answer your matter. They will listen. Then they'll just give you one or two tips. They just give you one or two tips. They will just give one or two tips. Well, most times those tips they give you works. Most time it works. Most time it doesn't work. But for them, that is all for them all. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, so far so good. We have provided you with details you need to achieve these things. So I think if you need any other thing, please, like they normally talk in the medical field, they say if you need any other thing, consult your doctor. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. All right. So I'm just trying to finalize what we have started. To just finalize importance, okay? So I hope you can still see me. Alright, so don't worry. We'll finish it up. Don't worry yourself. Okay. You have the right tools now to navigate. So So guys, I've given you the right tools now to chart the course of your life. I think I deserve something special. I deserve a round of applause now. I deserve to be appreciated now. Abi, what do you think? Okay, no problem. So thank you so much. So far it has been amazing training. You have learned so much. I appreciate your time. Right? That is where we'll call it a day today. So we'll see you again next time. Remain blessed. So we'll close this now. Thank you. This thing, don't worry, it will come up. Then the other one, I'm trying to close some tabs that we are not using here. Some tabs need to close, right? Because if we are not using some of the tabs, there is no need opening them, right? So what you are not using, there is no need to open it.
Just
so
keep
have
that
to
one
close
open. Let's try this one. Here you can.
Okay. Alright.
Just from here.
This is amazing. This is our great training today. I believe we will be able to cover some things. So don't worry.
Keep this one.
Don't worry, we're on it already.
So like you copy off like this.
We're on it.
Then put it
Okay, I open Microsoft Word. So I'm just waiting for it to. Okay, that is what is loading.
Right, so here you're building
The Microsoft Word is what is loading.
Alright.
Don't worry, it will come up.
Come up. Outline.
Okay. I'm showing you my desktop, but I don't think you need to see that. So let's proceed with the other ones before that comes up.
So you are just what you're doing here is
this content is going to be useful. Want to be valuable. To just I just want us to. So what you're doing here is we want to bring the same thing here. Alright. So
let me see if I can bring this one.
There are a lot about we say about this one. There are a lot we'll talk about this so that we can have two here. Alright. Okay. So we are just generating this content. I'm showing you how to use this app to write content. The content you can still reproduce it I'm just showing you can still reproduce it for months now. And it's been helpful. So far so good. It's been helpful. Although is a continuous, you have to continually learning how to use it. It's a continuous usage. There's a continuous usage you need to do with it. So don't think you just So you
You
don't
just
say
start
that
making,
you do everything.
maybe you
You
just
you
just
do
have it today and
everything.
start
Once you can
making
once you cannot
use of.
also
You can,
do it
there's
yourself.
a need for you to learn how
So,
to use it. All right.
so let's see if we can still generate more.
Yes, there's a need for you to learn how to
Alright.
use it. I wonder what is keeping this thing from opening up.
Alright, so now that you have those things now,
What is keeping it from opening up?
what I just want
Whilst
to
we are
do
waiting,
here is to,
let's just be discussing. So can you see that
bring
instead of
everything
communication,
together.
man,
You
listen,
understand?
there
To bring
is
everything together like this
different
one now.
method of communication.
I'm
There
just
is
showing you
verbal
how
and
you can do it
non-verbal
here.
communication.
So you can bring everything
Verbal
together.
communication
Yeah.
is like, when you're uttering the word, when the words are coming out from your mouth, you're talking and you're getting replied, and you're talking and you're
Alright.
getting replied. Non-verbal is
Let's-
kind of,
Now here I can I can
you're,
open the
you're using
can open
signs
the
to communicate, like, all right,
yeah
The-
when you say someone, it's just when you tell somebody come
from
the distance is
from
to
the-
just
right?
go
So
ahead.
you're not saying it, but you're just giving a sign. Excuse me. This is called
Just go ahead. It's
no